Hello, how often do you check on your stocks? I will say daily. If you can, around lunchtime, you can open your account, your brokerage account, to check the stocks that you already purchased to see if which ones are positive or so, and then quickly do some chart analysis to see if any one of them is well positioned for you to sell or not. And if you don't have time to do so because you don't plan on buying any stocks that day, then you can do it during the weekend for sure, to go through, to pull your account position out, to review those stocks, and then pull your uh, account history, transaction history out, to do your bookkeeping as well. But I think that is a good idea to um, to often check your investment account on those stocks that you add to it. So in our journey to create a watch list of stocks for 2026, let's analyze some of them. And I think the first one we are going to do is AME. We are going to use maximum monthly chart, and we have the dates on the x-axis from the past to the present, and the price from 0 up. So AME, we have two lines here that we like to buy at. It seems to me that we did this analysis already. And but maybe now, but anyway, so what we are looking for is to see higher lows, and we are seeing higher lows at the valley of the chart, and you can just trace to go by there, and then you want to look for the peak to see if you're having higher peak. And yes, we are having higher peak, and how often? Pretty much within every 2 years. So therefore, yes, this is a good one to add to the watch list. And right now it's still going up, and we have those two that we will buy at, including this purple one. But this purple one is a little bit sharp, tilting upward, that I'm not sure if we want to buy at that line or wait on it. But right now it seems to be, because it's quite close to it there, and it could well decide to come down, so we'll keep an eye on it. So yes, this is one to add to the watch list. The next one is ROK. So ROK, let's trace some lines together passing by the bottom of those obvious V's that you can see, to see which support line is most likely to be the valley line, and it's going to be this one. It's because again we have multiple years that it went across, and then the chart respected quite a bit as well. So let's see if we have higher peak. And yes, we have higher peaks every 2 to 3 years or so, and so forth. And this year we have the highest peak, so yes, it's going to be added to the watch list. Therefore, we are going to choose where we are willing to buy, and it's going to be this valley line. So this is a yes. HUBB and rock we never traded before, so that's now is making it to our selection. So let's see the values that we have here to see if they are, if it is uptrending. I will say it's going to be this one, excuse me, and this one I'm not going to go too low. We'll have this one. Hold on, let me go a little bit lower here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Now let's see the peak. We have higher peak every 2 years or so, clearly. And it seems to be a new company. 2016 is the beginning, but yes, I mean, is we are having higher lows, we are having higher highs, and is almost 15 years at least in the making that has been around publicly. So therefore, yes, it's making it to our watch list, and I think this is going to be the value line that we are going to buy at. Although we can highlight both, they are not too far from each other, and yes, it's going to make it to our watch list, at least the first round one. So next one is ODFL. Let's copy that. Okay, so let's see what is going on here. Let's trace some lines. Okay, let's see what is going on. Okay, so clearly it's done with this support line, which even though it's like 6 years long, it's done with it and it's going down. So let's see if we have a higher lows every 3 years or so. We did. So it could well be that this is a sharp growth. Now it's pretty much coming down before doing it again. So therefore, yeah, we are having higher highs at the peak, and yes, it's going to make it to our watch list, but we are going to select this to be where we are willing to wait to enter, better yet, this one, just to be on the safe side, because again, it could well be done at the top if that is just supporting the upside wall of the mountain, and this is going to be the value line. Yes, it's going to get in the, it's going to join the list, but again, compared to the first two that we analyzed, you'll notice that the other two are a little bit better than this one. You see, so those are things you'll encounter as you're analyzing those stocks. So I put what great chart there when I did it, what, 2 years ago almost. So that's how those things, every year is good to reanalyze your master list of those 300 stocks you might have on it, to see which one you say no to before and could say yes to, or which one you say yes to before and now it is a no. So JBHT, let's see if it's going to make the cut this year. It seems to me that it is respecting this line, and it is a long one as well. Gray and run out, it touch base with it, when not pull back to it and start going up from there. Is somewhere here, so we need to get in if we think it's making higher low. So let's see, it's making higher high. So we have a peak here, it breached it 2-3 years later, about 2 years. Yeah, it's making higher highs every 2 to 3 years or so, and so forth. And then after here, 2 years ago, it has, it was on its way down. So it took it 2 years to come back down to this value line, and now it is on its way up. So yes, it's going to join the race, the list. And since it touched base before we want to buy and start going up, we can go to maximum daily chart to see what is going on. So yes, it's somewhere here, and Friday the price went up there, so we can just trying to see if we can find some supporting line. And technically, let's see, we have a pullback here and then this one here. So today could be a buy if we want to, but again, it pull back to that support line and start going up from it. And if and that is a possibility, but either way, find a place to buy it if you want to get in the trade, because it's already came back to that support line and was on its way up. So, and yeah, that's something we will need to add to our current list, so that we can keep observing it to see when we want to get in, because again, the account yield is low in funds, and once we found it, let's see, we can start building the list of the one we are going to buy, because as we are doing this chart analysis to see stocks we should put on the watch list, the one that are already positioned and start going up, we start buying them already. So those are the ones that are highlighted, and the one that they are there but we are not ready to buy, we have them in red, and the one that are ready to buy are in blue. And pretty much, to keep an eye on those. They are part of 2026 watch list, but they are already at the value line, start going up. And so it's good as you are doing the analysis. If you come across one, you don't wait until 2026, especially if it's already touch base before you want to buy and start going up. You might want to put it on the side and keep an eye on it until you find a spot to enter the trade. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninasub.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. If you are interested in practicing, how to pick those stocks, filter them to see if they are good to be a part of your watch list for 2026, and practice how you'll analyze them to see if any is well positioned for you to buy, and how you will be doing that analysis on a daily basis or every weekend or so to see which one are well positioned for you to buy. Will please join our free online workshop that we are organizing on Wednesday, November 26, 2025 at 9 a.m. Central Time. And the link to the workshop, to buy the workshop will be in the description of this video. And you can also go to liberdownload.com to find it there as well. Thank you so much for your time. And this video is brought to you by our online store, liberdownload.com, and more precisely our online workshop coming up. Thank you.